Hey guys! So for today's video, I will be discussing a school project for Philippine popular culture. So to start, let me introduce myself. I am Elizabeth Joy R. Napa. So a teacher asked to film ourselves discussing a global icon that we chose. So the global icon I chose is not really a good influence to the world, but he has a lot of good sides to look into. So the global icon that I chose was Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. Yes, you heard it right. He was dubbed as the king of cocaine. He was born in Rio Negro and raised in Medellin. Was a Colombian drug lord and narco-terrorist who was the founder and sole leader of the Medellin cartel. Escobar is the wealthiest criminal in history, having amassed an estimated net worth of 30 billion US dollar by the time of his death, equivalent to 59 billion US dollars as of 2019. While his drug cartel monopolized the cocaine trade into the United States in the 1980s and the early of 1990s. Perhaps hoping to win the support of everyday Colombians, Escobar became known for his philanthropic efforts, which led to the nickname Robin Hood. He built hospitals, stadiums, and housing for the poor. He even sponsored local soccer teams. Because of his good deeds, he wins the people's heart of his town. But because of too much greed for power and popularity and for money, in the 1982 Colombian parliamentary election, Escobar was elected as an alternate member of the Chamber of Representatives as part of the liberal alternative movement. Through this, he was responsible for community projects such as the construction of houses and football fields, which gave him popularity among the locals of the towns. However, Escobar was vilified by the Colombian and US government, who routinely stifled his political ambition and pushed for his arrest, with Escobar widely believed to have orchestrated the dust building and the Avianca Flight 203 bombing in retaliation. If you haven't heard about this dust building in Avianca Flight 203, there's a lot of people died because of the bombings. In 1991, Escobar surrendered to authorities and was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment on a host of charges, but struck a deal of no extradition with Colombian President Cesar Gaviria, with the ability of being housed in his own self-built prison, La Catedral. Because he's a smart person, in 1992, Escobar escaped and went into hiding when authorities attempted to move him to a more standard holding facility, leading to a nationwide manhunt. As a result, the Medellin cartel crumbled in 1993. Since he was a very smart and wise person, he struck a deal of no extradition with the Colombian president Cesar Gaviria, that he will build his own prison, which is called the La Catedral. Escobar was killed in his hometown by Colombian National Police a day after his 44th birthday, December 2, 1993. Escobar's legacy remained controversial. While many denounced the heinous nature of his crimes, he was seen as a Robin Hood-like figure for many in Colombia. As he provided many amenities to the poor, his killing was mourned and his funeral attended by over 25,000 people. Additionally, his private estate, Hacienda Napoles, has been transformed into a theme park, and he has been both praised and criticized for importing hippopotamuses to Colombia. His life has also served an inspiration for or has been dramatized widely in film, television, and in music. Since I chose him as a global icon, I watched his movie series in Netflix, Narcos. That's why I know a lot about him, about his crimes, and his good deeds. He was a loving father to his son and daughter, and also a loving husband to her wife, and even a good son to her mother. I want to be like him in the future, but not including the drugs and the criminal activities he did. Maybe I want to be like him, like has a financial freedom, who will buy anything for himself, for his family, and for the people of his country.
Since I already chose him to be my global icon for this project, I don't want to defend him, but I am here to say my opinion about his doing, even though he was the wealthiest criminal in the history. I don't want to be like him. I don't want to be the king of cocaine, but I want to be the good side of him, that he made houses for the poor, built hospitals, stadiums, and soccer fields where the countrymen benefit from him, even though his money is from
Illegal
their
activities.
fees. But he made himself an influencer to the world, that even though you made the money from dirty, you should help people more. But it made me a big lesson that even though you have a lot of money, you don't have a freedom to move. You don't have a freedom to be happy with your family, since he was a criminal, the wealthiest criminal in the history. He did not enjoy his money a lot, since the government is looking for him. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and please don't be like Pablo Escobar, but be like his good deeds. Be like a Robin Hood like figure. Thank you.